People, Deluded, I'm back again. Good morning to you. Now, admittedly it's Saturday and I shouldn't be making videos on Arsenal. There's nothing of relevance, but over the past few hours, I actually woke up to all you lot talking about we're signing a centre half called Pablo. Now, like I said, for me anyways, waking up and last night, it seems like negotiations have accelerated. From a fan's perspective, the club could have always been eyeing this. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know him and I watch him 24/7 and all these things other YouTubers might do. I have a couple of thoughts on him, but that's about it, people. And I've got some thoughts from other people. Now, before we talk about the thoughts, apparently the basis of this deal is basically Pablo Mari is getting closer to Arsenal from Flamengo. It will be a total of 10 million euros. He'll sign a contract until 2024. He's 26, so he's got age on his side. A lot of people have been tracking flights and have tracked, I believe, a flight that him and Edu are both on, or just him in relation to a medical, that left Brazil and landed in Heathrow, or was en route to Heathrow. So, like I said, it's gathering pace. We're almost at the end of the transfer window, so it has to. So you can imagine it's just very much a case of dotting I's and crossing T's. Now, I'm not watching him religiously, but because we've got Edu, how much due diligence did he do, or how much of a personal recommendation did he put in? As an outsider, I'm sure he played good against for Flamengo against Liverpool in the World Club Championships, but beyond that, I don't have too much experience. I know he was formerly of Manchester City at a time. He didn't make the grade there, has primarily spent the majority of his time prior to Flamengo playing in second divisions in Spain, with the exception of, I believe, a spell in Holland for a piece. So yeah, at 26, he's not really the most experienced. He's also, I believe, the Brazilian team or leagues are on holiday. So is he match fit? Is he 100% match fit? You get it? It will probably take him a couple of weeks in relation to that. In relation to what he brings to the table on a football field, from what I'm reading, I see a lot of conflicting reports, people. People are concerned that he hasn't been tested at the highest level. Certain people say he's got good positioning. Certain people say he's got bad positioning. The one common denominator seems that he's fairly decent in the air, allegedly. I believe he's 6'4", or something like that. So I don't know too much on him. People say he's slow. People say he's got good positioning, then he's got bad positioning. People say he's not the best on the ball as well. So if we're deciding, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I wouldn't mind someone who's a defender first, but they're not exactly able to do the superstar Hollywood passes that David Luiz or even Mustafi has in his locker to a degree, people. But we all know with the modern game, with potentially how Arteta wants to play, players need to be competent with a ball at their back, or they run the risk of being targeted by teams. Like, to a degree, Socrates is targeted by teams because he's not on ball play. Sure you saw Chelsea do that. But it is what it is, people. Like I said, the Brazilian league finished in December, so it will take him a couple of weeks to get match fit, allegedly. Again, another person is saying his strengths are he's good in the air. He's not a good ball playing centre half. He's extremely slow and his positioning is poor. Other than that, he's okay. So you can expect him to sign a thingy, to sign a contract and complete it. Apparently it's 10 million euros. Certain people are saying the specific figure is 7.5. So again, I'm sure if Arsenal, you heard we was primarily targeting loan deals, that would be up Arsenal's street, because it's not the best, it's not the biggest of fees. Apparently he's bidded farewell already to coaching staff and his former teammates, or soon to be former teammates. So again, this one is gathering pace, people. Apparently Flamengo's manager George Jesus didn't want him to go. Certain people that are more familiar with matters say his teammate Caigo, I can't say his name, people. What's this guy's name? I know more about this name. Rodrigo Caigo, I can't say his name. People are saying he's the better of the centre half. So take of that what you will, but I don't know too much about this player beyond what I've said, so I'm not going to sit here and act. I don't even know what foot he is. I'm sure he's left-footed. I could be wrong. But we need a centre half, man. It's that simple. Any centre half will do in that regard. So keen to see that one just get over the line, because we need a centre half. Obviously, again, not to be unfair to the player, because we'll give him a chance. But when you're hearing he's a bit shaky positionally, he's not the best on the ball, He's not really been tested in the top level in his career prior to Flamengo, so he hasn't got the most experience despite being 26. It's not really a signing to be inspired by, but again, if the club have really did their due diligence, really scrutinised it, and Arteta sanctioned it, then I'm prepared to give the man a chance. Do you get what I'm saying? And we need a centre-half, and regardless of all of this, can he be much worse than what we've seen throughout the time at Arsenal? Who knows? But we'll see what happens in that regard. Moving away from that, apparently PSG want Aubameyang on loan with an option to buy. A lot of that's probably because of the Cavani nonsense, so we'll leave that one there. Apparently, one source has told Sky Sports that Arsenal are still interested in Carrasco, whereas Crystal Palace have been trying to sign him on loan. So again, it seems like whoever Carrasco's agent is, their client, they've been trying to get their client out of China or wherever he is for the longest of times. Now, Mesut Ozil, who is linked with a move to MLS, who's going to have to consider that in a year's time, and I believe he will do it because he's got business ventures out there. Allegedly, DC United's representatives have met with Ozil in London, people. So we'll see how that one is, because the last time we heard people are meeting and whatnot, it just came out that it was in relation to his business interests. So we'll take that with a pinch of salt. Clearly, he will not be leaving until at least the summer if he is to go anywhere, people. But there's not much more to add, people, at all. Yeah, really and truly, like, it seems we've got a new centre-half. I just hope he can be decent. I hope he can be a good addition to the cause. I hope he can, as long as he's just consistent and competent, which is all I ask for, people. Sorry for the light. If he's got some consistency at the back with his performances, if he's competent, is he able to defend, and you know what a defender is? And is he confident? Because I don't want to see players, and then doesn't mean bravado and stuff, but is he confident in his own abilities? I'm tired of seeing players, not just at Arsenal, but around the Prem, unsure of themselves. You lot that watch me on a regular basis, you know me, I've got great sympathy for individuals that go through stuff, but we need players that are mentally strong, that believe in themselves, because football is a mental game, and we still have too many fragile individuals in our side, I believe. We've turned a corner of sorts under Arteta, but time will tell. On that note, I'm going to get out of here. People, God bless, Deluded. I'm out.